Hey, happy Saturday, everyone. It's March 14, 2026. I'm Rich Tola, and here's what's cooking for today. Number one, any life matters. We're going to be talking about a major victory when the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals in California ruled that an elementary school student has First Amendment rights. Hey, they did the right thing. Number two, Americans never quit. General Douglas MacArthur, that's a quote from him, who talking about the situation in Iran. I wanted to follow up on that from yesterday, a show called Winning the War, because I got some great ideas for the president and the War Department. So, in number three, we're talking about Happy Pi Day. Does everybody know what pi is? If you don't, you might know the symbol pi. It's a mathematical constant which represents the definition of the circumference of a circle divided by the diameter. It's 3.14159, and it goes on for like 105 trillion more numbers. So we're going to be talking about that because it's Pi Day. Pumpkin pie is my favorite. But first, hey, let's check in on the ABCs. All body workout, blissful sleep, colorful diet. How'd you do today? Me, check. 3 checks. Had a great one this morning. Was all pumped up thinking of these ideas. I'd have to do another show today. So again, guys, it's most important to do this over the weekend. Yeah, every day in my life we're working out, but you got to do it over the weekend because that's when you can catch up, especially on your sleep, your diet. Do the right thing. All right, here we go. All lives matter. I want to talk about this briefly, but before we say anything, I want you to know racism was part of my life growing up, right? Everybody knew that in the 60s and the 70s. But why does it have to be today? Why do we got to keep going back to that today? Because these kids, it's not about color for them. I mean, I taught in so many schools, elementary. I love teaching kindergarten. I remember the one day, this little boy in kindergarten, he went like this. And he's like, Mister, I'm like, what? He goes, why are you a different color? I go, we're all the same. I said, everybody has a different color, a different shade, like different shades of orange, blue, red. What difference does it make? We're all the same. You know, I was born a full-blooded Sicilian, okay? Hey, back in the 60s and 70s, you know what I got called as an Italian boy? WAP, Guinea, greasy Italian. Hey, go watch the movie Rocky. I mean, so were we discriminated against? I want to give a shout out to a best-selling author. You guys know Laurie Fabiano? This is a book I read. You want to read a great book, go read this book, especially if you're an Italian woman. All right, give a shout out to Laurie. She's the president of the Tory Burch Foundation, which is all about empowering women entrepreneurs. She did a lot of great things for the Robin Hood Foundation. Again, this book is being made into a TV series. Yeah, Sony Pictures Television. I see that they're going to be doing it. It's about the dawn of the 20th century. Okay. And this is page 25. Okay. On page 25, it says here, Croton Reservoir daily wage. Common labor, white, $1.30 to $1.50. Common labor, colored, $1.25 to $1.40. Common labor, Italian, $1.15 to $1.25. We got paid at the bottom. Italians who had the most skills got paid at the bottom. So what's that tell you? I remember my father, the old school Sicilian barber. He would always say to me, I mean, because we were discriminated against. Okay, he always said, he goes, don't ever go into politics because you're never going to be president. They're never going to have an Italian president. He said, there'll be a black man president before an Italian. Well, guess what? He was right. I mean, it's true. So it's not about that. It's not about, you got to let that go. Whatever happened 400 years ago, why are we bringing that into the classroom today? That kind of bothered me. So let me read you this because I thought it was a success. This goes back. This is recent. This is from March 10th. You want to go to pacificlegal.org. You'll see this. BB, they're calling his first grader. BB was introduced to the phrase Black Lives Matter in her first grade class in California. They were doing a lesson about Martin Luther King. She heard the phrase. So they did a picture. She did a drawing. And at the bottom, she had Black Lives Matter. At the bottom, she put any life. Okay. And she gave it to her friend. Little did she know, read this, her caring gesture would prompt a shocking overreaction from the school and a dangerous legal precedent that leaves children completely stripped of constitutional rights. So this classmate took this picture home to her mother. Her mother was concerned. It says singled out for her race. And it says the school principal forced this little girl to apologize to her friend, banning her from drawing at school and banned her from recess for 2 weeks. Well, that principal's got to get his shit together, male or female, because that's ridiculous, okay? This girl received no explanation for her wrongdoing. What's so wrong about that? These little kids, I mean, I love drawing with these little kids. First grade, you should be learning how to read, learning the alphabet. And this is crazy. It says the school's massive overreaction to a young child's innocent drawing reflects a worrying trend of race obsession in public education that's contrary to fostering a truly inclusive school environment that values each student as an individual. They hit the nail on the head. We're all the same. It teaches kids. I mean, all these schools I taught in the inner city. Guess what? I say it doesn't matter. I mean, my father would always say to me, it doesn't matter. The proof is in the pudding. You prove. Hey, my high school guidance counselor said, don't apply to Penn. You won't get in. Guess what? Go out there and prove it. It doesn't matter what color you are. Who cares? You know, black, white, brown, yellow, orange. What difference does it make? These kids should be learning that we're all the same. Any life matters, without a doubt. All right, let's jump into the second story, because this one kind of got under my skin as well. I love this, all right? You got America Never Quits. General Douglas MacArthur, he was all badass. He went to West Point, graduated in 1903, served in the Army till 1937. All right, if you don't know your history, I'm giving you a little bit. Okay, he ran the Allied forces in World War II. Then he ran the UN forces in the Korean War. But it's all about never quitting. All right, so these are my thoughts. Okay, these are my thoughts on the next steps we should take. President Trump, Department of War. I really believe we should be doing this, because killing people, killing children, 1,400 people, civilians have died in Iran. I'm not about that, right? So here's what we do. We take Karj Island, the Forbidden Island. It's an 8-square-mile island. Everybody read this, right? We already totally obliterated the military forces there. So here's what I say we do. We take it over. We take over all the oil production. We take it over and we manage it. We do a 10-year deal. We take a management fee. We make it better. We're going to be more profitable for sure. Because, hey, I wrote this in my memoir, Simply Between Millions, from Wall Street to Hollywood. I love this. This is my chapter. What is it? Learn from the best, chapter 68. So we're the best democracy in the world, right? We want Iran to be a democracy. Do they want to be a democracy? Who knows? But in order to help them along the way, let's jump in there. Let's secure the oil infrastructure. Let's keep it safe. Let's become the de facto manager. Like I said, take a fee. Let's run it. Let's run that business. We got 2,500 Marines going over there now. We got the greatest SEALs. I mean, these are the greatest warriors in the world. I mean, I put my confidence in them. You got 90% of the country, crude oil, right, being produced there. We'll take it over. 20% of all the global oil trades comes through the Strait of Hormuz. Well, guess what? We got to secure that. And there's no reason for more people to be getting killed. Go in there, President Trump, take it over. Do the right thing. Let's make good relations with China. I know a lot of that oil goes to China. Well, that maybe make it better. We all need to work together. Again, this society, what's going on in the world today, it's not good, right? It's not good. Teaching little kids to not like each other because of color, to get kids confused. What about this? We're bombing. I mean, it's crazy. We need to be more diplomatic somehow. And again, I think if we take over, what are they going to do? It's going to be ours. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. I get all fired up about that. Hey, guys, I never served in the military. If I can go back in time, I would have went to West Point or the Naval Academy. I mean, I wish I did. It's, I really believe now this is a time at this age, guys that are my age, man, we've seen wars our whole lives. It's just always death and destruction and people come back, they're all messed up. So we got to stop the killing. We got to take it over and make it about money. I really believe that. And I really believe that they need to learn from the best country in the world at democracy, us, the United States. All right. How about this symbol? Pi. All right. It's the 39th anniversary. This is from 1988 in San Francisco. I love math. I was great at math. All right. Pi is used in engineering and physics. I mean, it's a huge and very important symbol, but it's an important constant. Hey, most of the kids I taught in high school, forget it. They didn't even know basic algebra. You know, they should do a basic algebra problem. And nowadays with their phones, they don't even know how to count. I remember first grade teaching them how to count. It's unbelievable. But hey, this is pretty cool. You want to watch a great movie, talk about movies. Good Will Hunting. To me, that's an A-plus movie. Rocky's an A-plus movie. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Minnie Driver was awesome. Robin Williams, that's one of the best. Talk about mathematics. Go, if you haven't seen that movie, whatever age you are, you got to watch that movie. I've watched that movie 10 times. By the way, give a happy birthday shout out to, you know who would have been 147 years old today? Albert Einstein. Talk about smarts and mathematics. But hey, this pi dates back to ancient civilization, Babylonian times, Egyptian times. Man, I love it. I love it. So to celebrate at 159, because it's 3.14159, I think there's like, it's kind of like a 420 thing. Everybody gets together. So I'm going to be out enjoying the parade here in Indianapolis, St. Patty's Day parade. So maybe there's a crowd celebrating, but at the very least, I'm going to go pick up a pumpkin pie today to celebrate National Pie Day. Oh, wow. All right. I got all fired up today, right? It's a Saturday. So, all right, guys. Hey, listen, you got to go out there, have a great weekend. Let's end with the 3 Tola talks, which are most important. Got to respect the ABCs. Got to do it. It's the weekend. Number 2, call somebody. Go physically, go meet with somebody. Spread your light, spread your love to someone else who could use a little bit of bolt of your energy today. And finally, you got to be willing to accept people with their different opinions. That's important. What is your opinion? What do you feel about that? Should we be criticizing and penalizing kids for being kids? Unbelievable. All right, guys, have an awesome weekend. Have a kick-ass day. And as always, get your workout in. Peace.